Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Daniela and today we'll continue with the Expanse, this time the third episode of the second season. In the last episode, because Mars destroyed Phoebe, the UN isn't that happy about it because apparently Mars has something to hide. So now they are talking about destroying something that belongs to Mars. A moon, one of Mars's moon, um, apparently is kind of not necessarily abandoned but not used that much. There are not many people on it, like 20 or something, but I hope they remain at the talking point and they are not going through with this because I don't think Mars will be happy with some of their people dying for nothing. Again, Phoebe was abandoned, so no one actually died there. Also, Holden and the rest went back to Tycho. They talked with Johnson and they agreed that they have to go and catch Dresden. And they did that. And he told them that the protomolecule, they are trying to make the protomolecule into something that will help humankind, but of course, for that they or he needs to continue his experiments. But they did manage to keep alive one of the guys that were hooked at that I think was a coding machine. So yeah, we'll see how that's gonna end. Anyway, as usual, I got something to drink. The episode is ready to start, so without further ado, let's do this. They are actually going through with this. Oh fuck.
All 17 people in the station were killed instantly.
Can you imagine what it would be like to lose the moon? Our moon. To never see it in the night sky again?
It's not the same. From Mars, Venus is just a little dot, same as Venus is to us. I'm not scared. Our Navy might be older and slower, but the numbers are still on our side. We have enough ships to shoot theirs down. We could knock Mars out of our sky for good, if it comes to that.
Whoa.
Russian Marines always train at 1G Earth gravity. They fly at the speed of war. It won't end out there.
Not only Mars is short of a moon, but the debris, the pieces of moon are flying around and disturbing the flights. But yeah, that's not important because
Hey! I don't want him anywhere near the prisoners!
He won't be. And get these people to holding.
Sure thing, boss man.
Without any further harm. We clear?
You shouldn't even be on this station!
Hey, it's something you need to get off your chest there.
Damn right!
Stop! Stop it!
I understand where Holden is coming from, but being so angry at Miller for killing Dresden.
For what it's worth, I get it. He killed your girl and you shot him. Just a guy who needed to go down. The captain always gets a little jumpy when you kill people without talking it over first. You and me, we're a lot alike. We've been around. But the captain, well, he's as close to righteous as it gets out here. So when you says you're out, that's just how it is. Because the way I figure it, he's probably right. Sure as hell has a better chance of being right than I do.
Let it go.
We fought for nothing. People died. We nearly died. Miller just...
He got you out of Eris alive.
He shot an unarmed man right in the head.
An unarmed mass murderer.
Right.
We had Dresden. He was gonna talk. We could have used him.
We could have what? Worked out a deal? With a man who casually murdered countless Belters. A man who was a threat to all human life. And that is why Miller shot him.
He didn't have the right to make that decision.
But you do.
The only thing Dresden was interested in was continuing his research. What kind of deal Holden thought he can make with him?
I'm actually impressed as hell you were able to make it back here. You're a Martian, right? You still got people there?
I don't know.
You didn't reach out? After Deimos, I mean.
They think I'm dead. I went down on the Downager.
Those are the survivors. Mostly low-level tech and security types, with the exception of that one. He was in the data center. We got ID scans for the whole lot of them. The last 2 years are completely blank for everyone. But before that, they all work for the same company, Protogen. It's an Earth-based biotech
The one that were
contract
on
with facilities
Phoebe.
throughout the system, including the one destroyed on Phoebe.
I see the way y'all look at me. Huh? Like I don't belong here.
No one's questioning your patriotism.
Simmer down there, cowpoke.
You know something? I earned my iron, Hilly. Your family just bought your way into the core.
That's enough.
Settle down. Go fetch.
We need you to make a vaccine.
Why would I want to do that? I can't imagine what it must have been like watching your mother die. Type C Huntington's disease is just so ungodly cruel. She never complained. She just kept going. Serene as the Buddha. So, not a bad way to die, actually.
Just me, what is something off about that Paolo dude? And I love how Amos kind of analyze this every new person. Yeah.
You killed that guy. What you fighting for?
Cut off one head. Plenty more where he came from.
So we cut off all the heads. Rule the whole system.
The system rules you, kid. Always has. You know, in those innards, they figure out what's on arrows. They kill every last one of us to get it.
Us?
Belters.
Is Alex trying to see if he could have done better? Probably he's feeling guilty that that other part was destroyed, as he did when he couldn't save. More Belters.
Part of his temporal lobe has been effectively erased.
Which part?
The part that governs empathy.
You can do that with a magnet?
I've only read about the procedure. It's not that simple, but it's not complicated either. It's non-invasive.
So someone waves a magnet at the right side of my head and suddenly I can watch 100,000 people die in agony and not give a shit.
Well, he's not a homicidal maniac. He just no longer has the capacity to consider any life other than his own meaningful.
Is his condition reversible?
I'm afraid not.
How do you reach a guy like that?
The things you've no doubt heard me say, the things I've blamed on you, those words were lies. A facade to protect myself. Because you were right. There are people in my government who are willing to take us to the brink of annihilation for reasons that I still cannot fathom. But like you, I want to stop this war. So now, I'm asking you for help. You spaced a Black Sky faction leader because they put a hit out on that woman. If they learn that you're helping her, the OPA will put a hit out on you.
Well, then I guess it's gonna have to be our little secret then,
I really like her. and I hope she's trustworthy. How can you talk with a guy like him? You send Amos. Or, I mean, I think he's by himself.
She was sitting on the shower floor, blue barnacles jutting out of her mouth, out of her body, snaking out of her hair, growing up against the walls. And there she was, naked as Eve. Dead.
Beautiful.
Beautifully dead.
The barnacles? An expression of pattern matching systems. Lattices that mimic beta sheets and expand on them, but capable of control systems like brain tissues, two-stage pumps adapted from hearts, and at the very center, a particle nothing leads to, like a seed crystal that requires and provides a massive amount of energy.
That's why it's attached on the reactors.
You ever talk to a pedophile?
No.
We try to ask them stuff, and they're not gonna just talk about raping little kids, but if you show them pictures of kids, then they'll go on and on and on. I had a private chat with Cortazar, and Eros is his pedophilia. You were talking about stopping it, taking it away. That's why he wouldn't help you.
That's a weird analogy. What kind of people was Amos around?
You infected them and watched them die.
We watched it work. The protomolecule is the first
Not a
evidence of a tree
psychopath.
of life apart from our own.
Not doing
Didn't
it
come
to
with an
see people
instruction manual.
die, just to
We
observe
nurtured it the
the
best way we knew how.
consequences.
It does something different every time. The more biomass you feed it, the faster it learns, the more it changes.
So you fed it, Eros. A whole station, 100,000 people.
And he'll do more.
100,000 opportunities. We can only
You
learn
need
by
to
letting
learn,
it learn.
yeah.
Can it be controlled? That's what we were trying to do.
2 kilometers long, half a kilometer wide.
Jesus.
10 levels of environmental engineering, crew quarters, schools, wastewater treatment, machine shops, forges. And at the center, a piece of Earth curved back on itself.
You guys ready?
I'm ready. We're just waiting on the ship.
Well, what's the holdup?
Well, the engines burn like
What's
a
the
dream.
sudden
The
interest
atmosphere
with the
system's been an
Nauvoo?
issue since day one. When you're going 100 plus years on only the air that you bring in with you, loss tolerances are stricter than normal.
Is the sounds coming from Eros?
It's one of the data streams that Dresden was collecting.
Jesus. Probably Skenzo still cursing Holden for leaving him behind.
Not people. Pulses. Steady like a clock. No. No. Speeding up. No. Counting down.
Counting down for what?
Building something.
Building what?
We're going to find out.
I don't know why he keeps asking him questions about the protomolecule. And no one knows.
What the fuck is this?
The still ship. Yeah. She wasn't angry with him. She was just angry.
I know that you know that Dresden was gonna get away with it. And I didn't kill him because he's crazy. I killed him because he was making sense.
Any idea how we can take out a whole asteroid?
Yeah.
With the Nauvoo. That. So that was a thing. Miller wants to destroy Eros with the Nauvoo. Okay. In a way, I'm happy that Johnson understands the consequences of other people finding about Eros, but if Holden finds out, I don't think he will agree. I think he still believes that there is a vaccine, a cure for that. Even Dresden, as much as Holden thinks he knew everything about the protomolecule, even he didn't know what it's going on with it, what's gonna happen in the other phases until the end, what is gonna come out of it. He was just giving the protomolecule what it needed and just, see the result. He said that it might be something that will help humanity, making it better, but I don't think he had any idea what was the end result, what to expect for. It might have been something to help, or it might have been something that would have destroyed the humanity. As Sadavir wants a weapon out of it. So, like, I like Holden. I like what he is standing for, like trying to save everyone, no matter how bad they are. But it kind of, I don't know if necessarily bothers me that he doesn't see the great picture. Even Naomi said, he didn't kill just an innocent guy, he killed a mass murderer. Was ready to make a deal with Paolo, but again, what kind of deal you can make with him? He was angry with Miller, but he had no problem leaving Kenzo on Eros. So what's up with that? He knew what was happening on Eros. He saw what happened to the rest of the Belters there while leaving Kenzo there. And he didn't want Miller with other prisoners because what? He thought that Miller would just randomly kill them, when Miller was the one that saved the last guy, Paolo. When the other Belters killed the rest, why wasn't he angry with the rest of the Belters? If Earth and Mars didn't start, at least yet, a war because Earth, destroyed one of their moons, imagine what we'll do knowing that something so powerful exists on Eros. But I don't think that's gonna be the end of the protomolecule. It stayed in space so much time, and also there is still the torpedo, the racket, the thing that Holden left in space. So Paul and the rest had their brain tampered. Someone dangled a magnet on their right side of the brain, and somehow their empathy was removed, so they don't feel empathy anymore. And the only reason I think they did that is so they can, do all these experiments on Belters and be able to observe the protomolecule reaction without feeling sorry for the Belters, or leaving, maybe tell someone about it in some way, stop it. So if they're not feeling sorry for anyone but themselves, it will be more easy to carry on with the experiment. So that's scary. Holden tried to talk with Paolo about the vaccine to get to his sensitive part, but of course it didn't work. What did he expected? I think I sound like someone who is angry with Holden, or someone who doesn't like him. I actually do. And I'm not angry with him. I'm not angry with what he stands for. He is trying to save everyone, and I do admire that. I hope he does. In a way, I think I admire his optimism because I'm a very pessimistic person. Like, you know, the thing with glass half full and half empty. Well, for me, it's like no glass. The water is on the table, but the world is harsh, and I hope he's not gonna get crushed by it, by the reality. So maybe that's why I'm hoping for him to see the reality. Like what Alex is going through, you know. He saved Amos, but he lost a lot of people, and he thinks that maybe if he didn't saved Amos, the others would have been alive. But Amos talked with Paulo. He knew how to talk to him, so he would give him some answers. Find out that whatever the thing is on Eros is building something. There were the weird voices. I thought that maybe he had that thing done to him with the empathy removal, but I don't think it's the case. I feel that he understands that something might be wrong with him, but not like he's a psychopath. I don't think he's a sociopath either. I think definitely he's been through a lot of things. As a kid, some episodes ago when they were trying to escape Eros, he wanted to make sure that the kids or the girl is gonna be safe. So I think something might have happened to him as a child, but also he grew up in a rough environment with a lot of different people. I think he knows how to act around certain individuals. I think he's been through a lot of bad things that somehow desensitized him, and that's why he's able to do all this. And he's also, you know, not necessarily happy, but he enjoys a little bit of violence. Even when they were ready to fight the stealth ship, you know, he was like, yeah, let's do this. But yeah, Amos is still a mystery to me. That's my theory. I don't think he's necessarily something mentally wrong with him, like not a psychopath. He's just been through a lot and he's doing what it takes to survive. Anyway, I think this is all I have to say about this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you next time. Bye!